my darlings, and welcome to another little broadcast with me and Lady Napsalotl here. Let us just check that we are broadcasting. Yep, we are currently live. Right, so, about a month ago, a friend of mine sent me a couple of pictures through the post. So, I just wanted to show them off. So, that's my character, Elita. It's I think it's really cute. I love it so much. And here's a picture of me, my character and her character in the Nidhogg fight. I kind of said to her at one point that it sounds like Nidhogg says sneezy, and well, we kind of laughed about it a bit. I bought a couple of frames to frame them, so I'm going to be putting them up on my wall at some point, but I just got around to getting the frames today, and I just wanted to thank Ree for sending those to me. Right, now let us proceed with the Rising event. In looking to the past, we take solace in the present, and think of what the future may hold. That is the very essence of the Rising. This year, we have prepared a spectacular fireworks celebration. It is sure to enthrall everyone in attendance. The Rising is a period of remembrance that commemorates those lives that were lost during a great tragedy that was the Calamity. We also pay tribute to the unsung heroes who risked life and limb that others might know a brighter future. And so the streets are decorated with sombre trappings, and the night sky is filled with vibrant fireworks. May the solemn atmosphere and bright lights above spur us to reflect upon the doom portended by Dalamund, that we might give thanks for the present and muster hope for a brighter tomorrow. There's a vendor over here. Do they have anything interesting to buy? Let's see. It's mostly just stuff to use, consumable items. An adventurous ambition. The wandering minstrel is in search of inspiration. Well now, if it isn't my adventurer friend Elita, it could only be a blessing from the navigator that we should meet again here and now. You see, I have been struggling to find inspiration for a new song to perform this Rising. I have a mind to speak with the locals for their tales, for which I could use your able assistance. Might you be willing to accompany me? I am truly grateful. During the Rising, we remember those lost in the Calamity, even as we turn our attention to a brighter future. 'Tis my hope to hear a tale that inspires one and all to look forward. Now then, there is no better place to talk in Limsa than the Drowning Wench. Let us first seek out the barkeep Baderon, and see if he has aught of interest to share. Oh, come on, what's the harm? What's the harm? You'll get yourself killed, that's the harm. I ain't letting one so young sign up. Why do you want to become an adventurer so badly anyway, Richa? There's a place I need to go. The problem is the Yellow Jackets won't let a child leave the city alone. But if I was an adventurer, I'd be responsible for myself. I could go wherever I please, whenever I please, so please let me sign up.
It ain't that simple, lass. I got a responsibility to those who sign up. If I let someone that's clearly unprepared head out there, then they end up hurt or worse, I wouldn't be able to live it down. And don't get me even started on the damage it would cause the guild's reputation. So you can forget about signing up until you're older. Much older.
But it has to be now, during the rising. Why do you have to be so responsible?
It comes with age, lass. Now run along and get yourself home. Is everything well? Sorry you had to see that. The little cub's bent on becoming an adventurer, but I said no and sent her on her way.
Still, I can't help but worry. She doesn't strike me as the sort to give up easily.
True. That wouldn't surprise me a whit if she tried to sneak out anyway. I hate to impose, but do you reckon you could keep an eye on Ratcha? I do it myself, but I can't up and leave the tavern. The timing of the rising seemed to be of the essence to the little one. Intriguing, would you not agree? Let us ask her about that. I'm in your debt. Now, the nearest city exit's the Tempest Gate, over by the Aft Castle. I suggest you begin by talking to Killandrel, the sentry yonder. The Yellowjackets keep constant watch at every city gate. If Ratcha's come through, they will have surely seen her. The lowlands of Lenosa will await you on the other side of the Tempest Gate. At Baderon's behest, you say? As it happens, a girl of that description did come through just a moment ago. She was at the heels of a Makoti peddler, so at a glance one might think them parent and child, but the way she kept stealing glances behind her made me suspicious. So I alerted my comrade Ioyo outside. I expect she stopped the little one for questioning. If you're worried, you should seek her out. Thanks for the information. We shall find your comrade at once. The lowlands of the Nosha wait on the other side of the Tempest Gate. If the Zephyr Gate is the sweet breath of the gods, then I suppose the Tempest Gate is the violet wind from the other end.
Damn it, they saw straight through my disguise.
'Tis well the Yellowjackets noticed her, ere she had gotten far.
Well now, if it ain't the good minstrel and our kindly helper. Pleasure to see the two of ye again. What brings ye here today? So Baderin sent ye after the little one. I was about to ask her what she's up to. Wretched wasn't, dearie? Without the others telling ye, ye ought to know it's dangerous out here. What is it that you want to do so badly you risk your life like this? There's something that I need to see. It doesn't matter if it's dangerous. I have to go.
We understand that you have your reasons, Retcha. Even so, we cannot in good conscience allow you to wander the wilds alone. So here I would make a proposal. Rather than becoming an adventurer, why not employ the services of one? With a dependable adventurer at your side, you'll be able to reach your destination safely. This, I believe, is your best option.
But I don't have any money. And what adventurer would want to help a child anyway?
Why, our friend here, of course.
Oh, you can count on me.
I shall be glad to provide suitable recompense in Retcha's stead. While a part of me hopes this will lead to inspiration for a song, above all I feel compelled to lend a helping hand.
You'll really help me? Oh, thank you so much.
I'm glad it worked out for you, but as a client, there's something you need to bear in mind. That is, you've got to give the adventurer your trust. Be honest with what exactly it is you need, and she'll be able to help you all the better.
The place I want to go is a lighthouse here in Lower Lenosha. It's named for one of the 12. I heard a rumour from a kid in town, you see. He told me that ghosts appear there during the rising. They're supposedly lighthouse keepers who died in the calamity, and they spirit children away to the realm of the dead. But that's gotta be nonsense, and I want to prove it.
Oh, the lighthouse is in the area. Ocean's torch is the only one as civilians can get to. Don't recall hearing nothing about ghosts, though. I can't help but be curious, so I'll come along. Having a yellow jacket with you ought to make things easier, I reckon. That's outside of a skirmish anyway. Being a cannoneer, I'm more at home blasting things from a distance. If we run into angry fiends on the road, they're all ears. As I said, I'd never heard about ghosts appearing at Lighthouse. Wonder why Ratcha's so interested in them. If young Ratcha is heading to Ocean's Torch, then someone should report as much as Vadon.
So, what's your name, adventurer? Elita Draconia. I'll remember that. Thank you so much for helping me. We'll go to Ocean's Torch and see if the rumour about the ghost is true.
A light that ever burns. And you get a wind-up Galul Jeja. It watches your progress with great interest. Ratcha is champing at the bit to set forth.
Are you ready to go, Elita?
As much as I would like to accompany you, someone should return to the Drowning Wench to apprise Vadon of its developments. Besides, to hear your accounts afterwards, what you learned and felt will also bring unique inspiration. I wish you an enjoyable and insightful excursion.
Alright, right, to begin with, how about we head east to Madman Bridge? It'd give Ratcha a chance to see the sights. The path can be steep in places, so take care you don't take a tumble now. I'll be fine, don't worry. Let the adventure begin. And here it is, the Madman Bridge.
If you head north, you'll get to the Red Rooster Steed, but our destination takes us south. A vital route for trade is the bridge, but it prowls with bandits and fiends beyond. That's why it was given its name, as warning to young ones.
Look, a river! Oh, and there's some sort of strange animal.
We sometimes see children out this way with their folks, but I take it you've never been.
Actually, I have. It was a long time ago, though, before my parents died in the calamity. It's alright. I like it at the orphanage. Everyone's really nice and I have lots of fun.
That'd be Lamania and Shoals, I take it. It's an orphanage run by the former Sanguine Siren, in case you wasn't aware. It's a fine place by all accounts. If that's where Rutch is from, I'll have one of me comrades contact her caretakers. Wouldn't do to think that she's missing. Right then, we'll make for Oceans a brace. Up at this here hill, I take it slow so you don't wear yourself down. Me fellow Yellowjackets patrol these parts. Lest you worry, they know I ain't on some pleasure jaunt.
Whoa, we're so high up. This is amazing.
Yeah, I felt the same way when I looked out here the first time. This bridge was built where tidal waves thundered the land during the calamity. It's a symbol of our people's determination to rise above tragedy.
Miss Dorothea, that's the headmistress, said that we Laminsians work hard because we hate to lose, and like what we do. What about you, Elita? Do you like being an adventurer?
I wouldn't want to be anything else.
Heh, that's what I thought. When I grow up, I hope I'll be able to do what I do as well. My parents liked what they did, I think. When the calamity struck, they didn't run away. They were noble souls, Miss Dorothea said. She promised to tell me everything one day, but I don't know how they feel when they're gone, and I can't find the words. I want to be a good client, though, so I'll think on it.
Seems Aresha's got something she needs to get off her chest. In wanting to verify the rumour, mayhap she... Ah, but there's no use speculating. Come, let's press on.
I see the lighthouse!
That there's Ocean's Torch, one or two lighthouses, ere named for gods. The lighthouse keeper's a bloke named Roshersness. You can ask him about the ghosts and anything else you like.
Lighthouse keeper. So, about the reason why I want to know about the ghosts. My father and mother were lighthouse keepers, you see, but they disappeared during the calamity and were never found. When I heard the rumour, I thought that maybe, just maybe, they were the ones haunting the lighthouse.
So that's why you want to prove the rumour wrong. You couldn't stand people thinking your parents were doing terrible things.
Aye, but part of me wishes that the rumour was true, then I'd be able to talk to my parents again.
There's so many things I'd like to ask them. Well, whatever the truth is, we'll find out soon. Let's keep going. Oh, poor sweetie. I can understand the desire to see those who are gone, to say words to them you couldn't in life. It's a feeling everyone knows at some point. Whoa, the sea's frozen in a splash. Amazing! This area was hard hit by the calamity. On top of the tidal wave washing away big swathes of the land, a piece of Dalamon came crashing over yonder. They say it caused ether to gush out of the land and crystallize it all at once. At that time I was with Miss Dorothea. She was my mother's friend and she took me to a safe place. I was very little then. I didn't fully understand what was happening, but the calamity was a frightful thing. I can't imagine how it was for father and mother. I want to get closer to it. Oh wow. So this is what the crater looks like. Now we'll just teleport here and go safe. Rosny has been here since the calamity. It's lonely work, and he's always glad to have guests. Even if there aren't any ghosts, Well now, if it ain't guests, what brings you to the torch? Ghosts during the rising. For all my years as a keeper, I've not seen or heard about such things at the lighthouse. Any lighthouse I know. It's certainly not the sort of place as children might believe haunted, though. Might as someone mistook for some laundry for a spectre? So father and mother weren't ghosts after all. But I must say, it's a surprise to see Rato's little girl here. Your parents showed me the ropes when I was starting out as a keeper. They had charge o' Limian's ring yonder. Nowadays it's on a little isle, but there used to be a stretch of land connecting it. A dangerous stretch it was, rife with nasty beasts. You needed to hire adventurers, and grizzled ones at that, just to deliver supplies. If you knew my parents, please tell me about them. They left me in Limsa the Minsa during the calamity and died in the tidal wave. Why did they go out there even though it was so dangerous? What was going through their minds? I want to know. I was stationed elsewhere at the time, so I only read this in the report. But your folks did everything they could to protect Lyman's ring. They built a breakwater using anything and everything they had on hand, but in the end there was no stopping such a monstrous wave. Countless souls went missing when it struck, and the maelstrom mounted search and rescue operations. I joined in the effort, but I'm afraid they were never found. Know, though, that your folks didn't die in vain. By manning their lighthouse to the very end that day, they guided many vessels safely to shore and saved many lives.
I see. They really were noble souls, like Miss Dorothea said. But if I could choose, I wish that they were still here.
This is just a thought, but how would you like to stay the night and hear more about your folks? It'd only be the mundane, everyday things, but what I know I'd be glad to share with you.
I'd like that very much. Good morning, Elita. I got up early to look at the lighthouse where my father and mother used to be. For the longest time, I'd felt as though they'd abandoned me. I wanted to see them one more time so I could ask them why they had to go, and to tell them that I missed them.
I understand how you feel.
In the end, there weren't any ghosts still. I'm glad I could learn about my parents. It made me realize that I want to become someone who helps others, like them and like you. So thank you for bringing me here.
Poor little one.
Well, it ended up being a longer jaunt than expected, but I'm glad we did it. Thank you so much for coming with me, both of you.
You're very welcome, dearie. You can always come to me if you need anything. Just no more trying to sneak out, yeah?
Well, I better get back to the orphanage. Hopefully Miss Dorothea won't be too mad at me.
You'll be wanting to report to the minstrel, I expect, in which case a comrade of mine tells me he's at the anchor yard. I'll see that she gets home safely. Be sure to catch the special fireworks afterwards, eh?
Be seeing you you, Elita.
Ah, welcome back, my friend. Was the young Ratcha able to find what she sought? So, her true purpose was to see if the ghosts were her parents who was taken by the calamity. A tale is born when someone acts in the name of another. As there are so many tales out there, it's impossible for us to know every single one. Yet a tale many occasionally finds its way to those who need it most, such as that of the lighthouse keepers, whose courage and sacrifice have come to guide their child years after their passing. Thank you, Elita, not only for granting Ratcha's wish, but for providing me with inspiration as well. While we wait for the special fireworks to begin, might you tell me more of your excursion? Yes, it comes to me, a verse for all who strive onwards, and this day and every day. Aww. Aww. Greetings, warrior of light. Aww. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps. Or perhaps not. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. For long years we have walked together with you on this grand adventure. It is a never-ending journey, one that shall still continue to, as surely it does today, the most natural of things. Along the way I have endeavoured to keep my gaze firmly fixed on the future. Of late, however, I have been keenly reminded that we must occasionally look back on the path we walked, that we might remember the lessons learned. In the course of our adventures, it seems that I too have grown. To learn from successes and failures both, and forge ahead with humility and severity. This is what I had resolved to do at Journey's beginning, and I resolved to do so anew. Nothing would please us more than to continue having you at our side on the road ahead. And I pray that upon this journey of life, that we have the honour to share the light of the crystal ever shine. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. This world shall yet endure, and as we continue to make our way, I pray that we shall have occasion to meet again. Till that day, I wish you the happiest of journeys. Fare you well.
Oh!
Most happenings in our lives have no bearing on the fate of the world. More often than not, they go unobserved and unremarked. But you, my friend, gather up such forgotten tales and see them delivered. In doing so, you bring joy, and as a token of my gratitude, I dedicate to you this song, a song of journeys fulfilling.
Oh, pretty.
In gleaming gold the sun does rise, the boundless sky it calls. In silver pale, the path of men, a white and endless pall. So far away the guiding light that you do now espy, but flames of life their warmth impart to comfort and inspire. Take heart, my friend, for here we stand, and so we shall remain. Your destination reach you shall, by memories refrain. I have no doubt that you, Ratchet and Dioyo, shall give rise to a great many more tales. Your tales in particular may be more varied than those of others. There may be times you face great hardships, and the weight is more than you can bear. In such a time, I bid you remember this. No matter how great your burdens, the tales that you have gathered shall ever be your strength. A beacon to light your way in the darkness.
Yay!
Delightful dozen. And the minstrel is gone. Oh, there's the minstrel. The rising is an occasion to remember the past while looking towards the future. Many take to the road in solemn reflection, and should you have the time to spare, mayhap you would like to do the same.
Look, it's all the little minions.
There's the Oppo, the Behemoth, the Tomberry, the Coral, the Chocobo, the Bomb, and that's one of the doggies. Let's see. How we use my Jaja. I'm gonna quickly check to see if there's anything new to buy. Nothing new. Let's have a look at the minions. Where is it? There we go. Designed in the likeness of Gulul Jaja, this mammoth was created to commemorate the 70th anniversary of his ascension as Dawn Serpent. It would seem that those Mammal Jah who journeyed to Eorzea brought these units with them in intent of impressing upon the locals the glory of their kind. Gulul Jaja, mightiest of the blessed, arise! Quote from Javil Jah. And this is the little guy. pet him. Let's try poking him. I don't know if there's any like specific animation for it. I think it just follows you around. But that's cool. Anyway, take care, my darlings. Love you all. Mwah! Bye for now. Oh, it laughs. Anyway, bye everyone.